Good morning, everybody. How are you guys? It's 10:22. I was up till 4 o'clock with our love reading. How are you guys? You okay? We're gonna do coffee and a card, but let's do a cleanse with my mother's bell. Let's bring it down. It is Friday. What does everybody have planned? Are you gonna blow cinnamon through your front door, darling? Let's have coffee and a card. What's in the cards here, Spirit, and the highest living light, please? For my people to know. This is for my people, my party people. Are you guys gonna party this weekend? Be safe, okay? Have some fun for me. Dance it out. The Queen of Cups. But you know I want to read it, right? The Queen is filling the cup with water as an act of hospitality and service. Clear it in the throat. Don't let anybody silence you today, okay? Stay hydrated today. If you watched my Scorpio video, make sure you're staying hydrated. There's a chakra cleanse attached to that, okay? Okay? 2 other cups are placed upon the table, carved in a traditional zoomorphic design of Celtic origin. Zoomorphic, guys. It's beautiful art. Check it out. Might be activating for you, darling. She is expecting visitors and is preparing some refreshment. The Queen of Cups represents the patient type of woman. Her guests have not arrived, but she will make sure that everything is ready for them. Her image is one of tranquility and infinite subtlety. She has the rare kind of serene beauty that typifies the perfect wife and mother. Typifies, huh? Typifies what? Queen Elizabeth of Lyonesse, mother of Tristan, had these rare qualities. She was faithful. She was a faithful, loving wife. And as she lay dying from the labor of childbirth, she charged her maid to remind the king of her love for him. Her message was also one of love for their son, for whom she requested a Christian baptism. Such is the character of the Queen of Cups, not always physically strong, but a steady, resolute person, often opposed because of the love that she shares. and then she's passing away and everything, and everybody who opposed her, all of a sudden they remember her. Okay? A loving and devoted mother, someone with vision and a practical wisdom, a kind and sympathetic woman who makes the ideal partner and an honest friend. She will render a service to the querent. There's something here. I want to see this feels like these expectations of being the perfect mother and the perfect wife. She typifies it. So there are people who are maybe covetous or envious of the way that you don't need to be like this perfect woman preparing for her guests and everything. You don't need to like be the martyr who dies, giving life to her kids and reminding her husband how much she loves them. Okay, so it seems like you do carry this beautiful, wonderful energy, but people can't get it twisted because nothing is popping without you, okay? So maybe at one time in your life, you were a people pleaser, but you still held this position of power. And it seems like people love that about you when you were not so consciously aware of actually how powerful your love is and your comfort is. It seems like you may have started to really pour into yourself here something about this beautiful table, something about art. You may have started to really get into art, and then whatever your arts are, whatever tickles your fancy, whatever it is that like makes you glow, that's inspiring. I was like, look at this beautiful art. It might inspire you or activate you. It seems like when you started to look at some type of art or get involved in some type of craft or art, you started to actually feel your own beauty. That is so wonderful. When we interact with art, create new things, or interact with other people's art, it is absolutely activating, okay? Art is the act of creating something from nothing. And so much of the time, things are just manufactured. Do you guys remember? I'm seeing those videos from PBS Kids where they would on like Sesame Street, where they would show the factories and how everything gets done in a uniform way, and it's like so cold but it's efficient and all this. And I'm seeing you moving out of this line, and I'm just seeing like a brick and mortar, or somebody who's just like very into their own frequency, their own energetic signature, learning how to love themselves and filling up the cup. Yes, for those people like her children and her husband, but for herself as well. So I'm just hearing, back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they're all on me. This death that I see of this Queen Elizabeth, my name is Lisette, by the way, and I think it's very fitting because Lisette is a French form of Elizabeth, by the way. So, and I just feel this feeling of this figurative death, or this like martyr era of your life ending, to be truthful, like to be honest. Everybody knows that you love them, your husband, your children, and you don't have to sacrifice yourself for them anymore. I see you really pouring into yourself and into your own frequency, and the way that you feel and that radiating and resonating out of you, because I'm seeing light beings. Like when I was reading about her, I was seeing light beings helping this woman perform these kind, loving acts in the world, holding this frequency in a world that would constantly try to tear that down, take it from her, try to emanate that from her in like some fake phony, I don't know, people are weird, or try to keep that for themselves, try to keep the Queen of Cups all for themselves. They think that her love is only for them. And I see this figurative ego death on your deathbed of birthing your children. And I see a figurative ego death of you reminding your husband that you love him. This is gender neutral, okay? This has to do with like martyrdom and femininity, and whether you're a man or a woman. It has to do with divine masculine and feminine energies, and a balancing there where you can be soft but hard when it comes to protecting this space. I see a protective shell around you, and I did see light beings helping you bring this frequency in, but now in a more protected and more almost authoritative energy, keeping your boundaries up, because I see you interacting with some sort of art that is not only activating you, but your frequency is then spread across others. Let's close with the wisdom of the oracle. What's the card, please? Peace came out yesterday. Freedom from attachment, radical acceptance. Okay, so not being attached to other people's idea of how you love, like your identity, not being attached to the way that you love other people, actually. People loving you for the good, the bad, and respecting your love more because you're holding your boundaries so that you can keep your peace. When two people are in true alignment with one another, they have an innate harmony between them. They are as two perfectly tuned in instruments playing together. Sometimes it's impossible to tell who is who. Peace is yours, and it is now to be savored. This is one of those times when you're capable of clear vision about your work and how you create your prosperity. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're called by a presence, capitalized, to step into your power. Just being is enough, for you are in peaceful harmony with spirit, and it shows in your work and in your aura. I'm seeing you very peaceful, and it's because you claim your peace and your right to love where you see fit, whether other people understand that or approve of it or anything like that. What else is there for us? TikTok. So just run on your own time today. I love you guys. Those are coffee and cards.